Welcome back, ladies and gentlepeople. We are going over another real board game here on my floor. And if you do not know either of the two fine individuals who are in the upper left and right hand corners, that is completely okay. You don't have to know who they are. Suffice to say, this is from the 22nd Chinese League Round 1 that was played just a couple of days ago. My decision to go over a real board game kind of came out of nowhere. I saw two really good influence games. Okay, three really good influence games back to back. Not influence games, not necessarily, but direction of play games, I should say. One was with Mr. Keiji, who we just went over in game one. This one is another direction of play, but very, very influential based. This one's going to be a lot easier for newer players to follow along with because the areas that we're going to be fighting over, or that we'll be fighting over in this game, are much larger. Much, much larger. So yes, as I was saying, newer players will be able to follow along with this one. I think black opens up 3-4 upper right, and white, not being afraid of anything that his opponent can do, says, you know what? I will play in the upper left-hand corner. If you want to cross fuseki, you can. Spoiler alert, almost no one ever goes for the cross fuseki. They all invite it, almost no one takes it. It's actually, I kind of get excited, actually, when I see someone take the cross, because it's so rare, despite it being offered by white, like, all the time. All the time. Anywho. Double 3/4 for black. Again, similar as last game. I promise you this is not the same game. Because unlike the 6-4, this time we have a nice, simple, standard 3-4. Nowadays, when I see double 3-4 from black, I can't help but wonder, is that in response to the fact that everyone and their mother is playing 3-3s and they're sick to death with it? Could be. I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. Either way. Enclosure for black. Okay. Two-space enclosure high means we might get some influential stuff here. Don't know. White approaches low. Something we don't usually see back in the day. It's made a resurgence now. It used to be we didn't because the extension from the enclosure was just too good. It's like free enclose and then free territory off the enclose. It's like, it's pretty good. Now it's like, whatever, man. Black backs off. You can see from the back off play and the high two-space enclose is that black seems much more inclined to play new style. The whole bleep bloop, if you will. I understand that cross fuseki can lead to a complicated game, but why do people avoid it then? So here's the thing. White gets 6.5 Komi for going second. Right? Part of the reason for that is black gets first move, so you can start developing faster. If you go into a cross fuseki, you're going to not have as much development as easier, and you're going to play more of a territorial game, which tends to lead more to the kind of game that white wants to play. Because he has those extra points kind of, just kind of waiting for him. So, alright, black backs off. White backs off high. And then, the move, the next move. Come on. Just go ahead and say it. What's the next move? You can all predict it. If you can't predict this next move, uninstall. Where is it? No one? No one has it. No one can guess it. Are you all afraid to uninstall? 3-3. Thank you! Congratulations! Virak, you don't have to uninstall. You don't have to uninstall. Way to go. Of course 3-3. I even gave you the hint earlier. He's clearly affected by the new AI way of playing. So obviously, he's going to hit the 3-3 like it owes him money. Durr. Now, white has to make a big decision in his world. Big decision. Because he's going to block, but what side to block? What side is he going to block? Is he going to block this way and try and develop this? Or this way? Now, you can all fight to the death over which way you want to block. They're actually both okay. They're actually both okay. F3 approach, that's fine too. Yeah, F3 approach is fine. You don't have to 3-3 here. Regardless of what he did, you don't have to play this move. You can approach. You can approach. You could even play over here if you wanted to. I don't care. All of these are fine moves. 3-3 is not the only answer, regardless of what some bots would have you believe. So, alright. Blocks. And now black chooses fuseki, which is pretty straightforward. Yoink. You don't Hane here unless you want to get rid of Sente, which you don't want to do. So you back off high here. Black goes low. And then we take Sente. Unfortunately, our Sente, we don't have a lot of options with our Sente. With Sente, we've got a lot of options. AlphaGo says 3-3 is the only way. That might be true for computers, but not for humans, so it's fine. Unfortunately, there's only really one choice for 3-3. We aren't going to play here, or here, or here. Why aren't we enclosing? Who can tell me? Who can tell me why we're not going to enclose right now? You are a Dawn player at heart if you can tell me why we're not enclosing right now. Who's got it? Who's got the answer? M3? Enunciate there, SD. What's the idea behind that and not the enclosure? Top is most urgent? Top is most urgent. And we decided the top was going to be urgent the minute we blocked here. If we close here, our opponent can play something up in here. At which point, why did we block? Why did we block that way? That way doesn't make any sense unless we were going to go over there with the thing over there. So yes, if we wanted to enclose, we would have blocked this way if we were going to try and develop this area. So alright, got the approach down. Black's like, pshaw, I don't even care about it. I'm going to get more points, bruh. I'm getting more points, dude. And white's like, alright, well, I don't care. I'll enclose. Enclosing low, too, with a large knight. Very classic. And now here... Oh, I love this game. I don't know who these players are before this match. I'm not sure if I've ever seen them before. I don't even care. But I love how white plays this game. Black's playing like influence doesn't even matter. We have a nice big move now that we have to be played. Nice big move. Gonna follow it up. Because got the enclosure. He's going for max Tartaris. White moves to settle. And settle. And then connect. Now, this next part, ooh, is so nice. White extend, or black extends. White asks, can I cut through you? Black asks, can I kill you? And white says, I don't know, can you? To which black replies, yeah, I can. I can kill you. I can absolutely kill you. Interesting, interesting, interesting. White follows up with the attachment. Looking to reduce. Black takes more territory. Threatens to disconnect. Play solid so we can't push and cut. Because if we omit this move, we have an Atari here, into a push, into a block, into a cut, which gets really ugly. So, preventing that and reinforcing this is pretty strong. White descends. Got lovely little Hane. Tari. Connect. Defend. Now we're getting cut because white is no slouch, or black is no slouch. He is going to rise up and bite his opponent's face if he can. White has to retreat. And retreat. And trying to Hane. The Hane here is actually pretty good, because if he Hanes, he's Haning at the head of 1, 2, 3 liberties, so that works perfectly. Again, for the same reason, we can Hane here. Defends. And defends. That is an exchange. I went through it kind of quickly, because it was a straight line after they got into the push scenario. But what we have now is a wall. Lots of potential with that wall. But we also have these stones here that are under attack. So white has to figure, what do we do? What do we do with those stones? Anyone know? How is white going to continue this game? That is a really big question. Really big question. How are we going to continue the game as white? N10, you say. So you want to play a move like here. Okay, interesting. A little bit too close to over there. I'd probably play it a little bit further away. I wouldn't want to be near the thickness, if at all possible. N10 is not quite what we're looking for. Not quite. Oh, you ride Hikaru and you know basic rules. N10 is a really good suggestion then. Really good suggestion then. So here's the thing. Those of you who are looking at moves about jumps and whatnot to like try and save those stones, that's actually wrong. And the reason why it's wrong is quite simple. While you're running away, your opponent's going to follow, and look what he's going to gain dominion over. He's going to follow from below to either kill the top, the middle, rather, or do this. So it was a trick question. I was luring you into the wrong answer. I do that a lot. Instead, white plays a nice and simple move. Like there. That's my move. I'm going to keep growing the area. And if I get close enough, maybe I'll save the group. Maybe I'll kill it off. Who knows? Who knows what we'll do? Who knows what we'll do? Why not use L9 instead? This does not grow this. Right? There's no connection between these two. He's doing this one because it begins to grow more at the top, right? Let's have like a little boxy shape here that's kind of growing on down. To which Black's like, oh, no, you don't. You are not going to do that because the next move for White would be the lean. Going back and playing over here more, you know? Growing that area. So Black is like, 1,000 times no. 1,000 times no. You are not doing that. White's like, are you sure? Keep in mind, 4, 5, 6, 7th line territory for a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves, 5 lines. That's really good. Then we've got an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. The top is huge. The top is just huge. That's the only thing you can say there. Top, big. Big top. Big top. Honey. And so honest, too. And so honest, too. Like, you can't be like, gee, what is my opponent going for this game? It's like, you know what he's going for this game. If you don't know what your opponent's, if you don't know what White's going for this game, you need your eyes examined. In fact, after the wall into the expansion, you knew what was going on. You know? After he built the wall in Sente and then expanded off it, you knew what was up. But Black was like, I don't care, I'm going to attack you and kill your stones, you stupid fuel. This influence, yeah, it is so 10 years ago. Don't you know territory's the only thing that matters now, bub? And Black and White's like, yeah, territory, I remember that. Yeah, territory is important. Territory is super important. And Black's doing everything he can to get more of it. Doing everything he can to get more of it. But no matter how you slice it, he's got to do something about it now. Right? It's literally getting out of control. It's literally getting out of control. So what does Black do? Pops a stone off the board. There we go. He says, I'm going to reduce now. And that's where I'm going to reduce. Alright. Alright, basics people. What's our answer to this move? I know you can get it. Some of you basics people can probably get this. What do you do now? G11. Interesting. Interesting. 8-7 be happy. Interesting. Interesting. It's possible to get everything. It's only possible to get everything if your opponent agrees to get nothing. JGR314. Are you the only one that said it? Are you the only one that said it? I think you are. Yeah. Hane had a 2 and 3 stones. Ooh, them proverbs, man. Them proverbs, they get you every time. They get you every time. Hane at the head of 2 and 3 stones. Black's like, I don't care. I'm going to remove all of your influence. You will come to the way of territory. And you will admit your outdated ideas have no place in today's society. So there we go. Now we're kung fu fighting. White asks, can I kill your stones? Black's like, no, you can't. It's like, oh, okay. Okay. Then what if I just like Atari you? And Black's like, I'm gonna save my stones, stupid. It's like, oh, okay. And what if I extend again to ladder you? Then Black says, I'm gonna extend again, stupid. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that checks out. Uh-oh. It's growing again. This attempt to convert White to the way of territory is not going so well. Looks like his influence play is doing pretty well, all things considered. But it's fine. Black eats the 2 stones. Some endgame shenaniganery. Taking some endgame points. Taking some more endgame points. Like so. Sente for White. It's like, hey, can I have my stones back? And Black's like, no. Then White's like, okay, fine. Wait, crap. I forgot an exchange. It's fine. Never mind the order. Turn Hane because you're going to get captured. Into going back and blocking. Into following up. That occurred a move. The turn here occurred 1 move earlier, but whatever. It's fine. Same idea. Same idea. Black says, okay. I'm going to take this. No problem. No problem. Easy, right? Easy. White says, can I pretty please have my stones back? And Black does not connect. He gets even greedier. Huh. Well, then White says, is that a yes? Do I get my stones now? Because it looks like I do. Now, that right there is tough. Do you actually cut that? I'll give you a hint. If you can cut that and you live, if you can cut that and those stones die, you probably won the game. Crazy Co? It is a bit of a crazy Co, isn't it? So if you cut here, I think we can agree that we're not going to Atari. We're going to probably play here. Into here. And then we're probably going to play a very, very silly move. Any idea what that silly move is going to be? Probably something simple as this, right? Threaten, capture both. simultaneously. It's one easy way of dealing with it. Seems pretty easy. Seems pretty easy indeed. If you ask me. You could not Atari this. Well, okay, fine. If you Atari here, you probably got this into here, into Atari, into Connect, into Atari, into Atari, into Atari, into Atari, into uninstall. So that would be bad. That would be an ouch, as we say. And this one, right? So is that it? Yes. Okay. So we can't cut because that is very, very bad. So instead, we're going to play here because we can't cut. Connect. And then nice. Simple connection on up. Easy peasy pants. White needs to not be dead. He connects up too. Is F17 fourth line? F17? No, this is third line. This is third line. So there we go with that. Black connects back. And white has to immediately launch in a deck. Oh, sorry, the honey's not there. In a deck. That was from the variation that I showed. Defend. Into saying no to this falling to black. Because if black gets that, like, oh my god, that's too much. That's too much. That's just way too good. If black just gets this, then all of the hard work about getting that top side and just letting all of our stones burn, bad idea. So, have to make sure that we're alive. In this area, it is critical. Why couldn't black go with K15 earlier? Well, if we do it here, we're dead. If we do it before we're connecting, then we're going to get cut. Right? Like, white poked. If we don't do it now, we're screwed. If we don't defend up, the drop down kills these stones. So there's no time. No time. It's only a large move because we have nice solid shape here for black. Which black now says, you, sir, might not be alive. And white says, yes, I am. And black says, no, you're not. That's a problem. That's a problem. White says, yes, I am, maybe? Black says, nope. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. At this point, white's just like, get me the hell out of here, please? Connecting up. And... oof. Are we cut off? Are we cut off? Are we cut off? That's a big cutoff. Ooh, that's a big cutoff. Block. Slice. Looks cut off to me. Looks cut off to me. Tari. controlling. Extends up. Atari. Extends out. And then driving to Suji. Ish thing, kind of weird. Whatever. Asking to capture is denied. Getting more liberty, so we can go back and make sure that this is all captured. Hane. 1, 2, 3. Looks good. Only hope that black has now is white being able to play here. Make it a ko. But there's a problem with the ko. There's a problem with a ko. Who knows what that problem is? Who knows the problem with the ko on this board? I'll give you a hint. I haven't mentioned the problem yet. The problem that exists is one that I've glossed over. Nope, Siminyun, it's easier than that. And with the next move, now you see it. These 3 stones aren't dead yet. This is a ko. So if another ko breaks out, black can't win it. Black cannot win 2 ko, right? So you gotta be careful over there. Gotta be careful over there. It's kind of messy, you know? Kind of messy indeed. Local. And back to ko. And black's like, no. Before you play it, just no. 100 times no. You aren't doing that. I ain't going out like that. You are not gonna get 2 ko on me like that. He knows he can't win it. So he's like, Which means Zek gets to live. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Black's like, quick! Take more profit! Connects. Looks like he's got something here. This is an example of where simple moves really get you out. The Hane here is strong because of this Atari. Because the minute you see this, you can also see this, which threatens double Atari here. Black has no choice but to Atari back. And white says, hey, another ko. Sounds good to me. Ko breaks out. White says, can I kill everything? And black seems to be against that one. So we go back to ko. Black asks, can I kill everything? And white's against that one. And no one's going to get this sequence. That's about to pop up. No one is going to get the sequence. No one. Atari. Connect. Back to ko. Now you might be saying, wait a minute. Why go back to ko? Why go back to ko? Oops. Why go back to ko when you just got rid of the double Atari? It's a good question. Can push through. Now it's huge. Black connects. But what was the point of all of this? You might ask yourself. This next move is it's good. It's just good. Where is white gonna play next? If anyone gets it, I mean, you're cheating. You won't. I was gonna say I would gift out 10 subs, but you'd be cheating. Anyone who gets this is cheating. N16? No. The only way anyone's getting this move is if they're cheating. Why didn't black take P or Q9? Was P or Q9? Because these stones are dead anyway. 3 liberties, 2 whatever, so it doesn't have to retake. So you're thinking that he's going to play the Hane or come out or something, but those moves, the problem with that is those moves don't kill this. Those moves don't kill this group. Coming out makes these stones live. So the question is, what shape does black need to live? And how can I freaking prevent him getting that space? So he plays here. Black says, I'm going to connect up. And white says, no, you're not. Because if you Atari down, you can see that he's connected now with the Atari down because of the L18 stone. We can't just Atari down white to kill him, right? Or sacrifice to do something over here, maybe. He just connects straight on up because of L18. That right there is a cute move. That is an 8-dan completely flexing on his opponent. Well, okay. So if we play here, for example, not here, but let's say we play here. That means your opponent can still enlarge the base for life. So this is not necessarily alive yet. If we Hane, it's the same thing, right? We're getting a huge base here. So we kind of need to not have black be able to expand, but in such a way that you're not taking away the cutting points, right? Because here, we get too close, he hits us, it defends the cutting point, and he connects up. So playing here against this, I mean, it's just good. It's just good. It's just good. It's a huge 8-dan flex, man. This pro looks at moves that aren't obvious. But then again, we already knew that from the way he was playing, especially in this day and age. He's playing a hardcore influence game, which is definitely not obvious. Giving up stones. Again, not how you're supposed to play these days. So I don't know who white is, but this game is beautiful. This game is beautiful. That's all there is to it. White's like, can I do something here? Or black is, sorry. And white's just like, no. Like, are you sure? And white's like, yeah, I'm sure. And black's like, are you really sure? And white's like, yeah, I'm really sure. And black's like, are you really, really sure? Not getting tricked into playing the Atari. But like, if you Atari, Then black's got this one into a connect, into a connect. You've just been tricked. No. Oh, right, this one. So not doing that. Instead, dropping down. Because how many, what's Liberty count? It's 1, 2, 3 to 1, 2, 3. So if black connects here, we could just easily play here. And then black can't Atari here, ever. If black connects here, you Atari down immediately, and that fails. So these stones are dead. And black resigns. Because at the end of the day, these stones are dead. These stones are dead. All of this is his territory. Oh, so nice. They might be wondering, but what's the score? What's the score of the game? But yeah, you're dealing with white being ahead by like 30 points easily. Maybe 40, depending on how endgame goes. I don't even know. So yeah, bold play from white.